Income replacement varies by age. It varies by family circumstances, whether you're single or married. So let's take a deeper dive into the average spending in retirement. All right, so what is the average spending in retirement based on age? Well, let's look at this based on hard data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And I want you to notice where individuals are when they're spending in their 40s and 50s, 50s and 60s, 60s and 70s, and 70s and beyond. And we're also going to talk about the 3 top categories that you will spend your money on when you retire. So let's get into the data. Ages 45 to 54, the average retirement spending is $60,524. Now keep in mind, between the ages of 45 and 54, you're not on Social Security. So if you retire at 50, or you want to retire at 50, you have to keep in mind that this $60,524 is going to come from your retirement investments. And you're not going to start Social Security until at least 62. So if you retire at 50, you have 12 years before Social Security is eligible to start at age 62, 17 years before you reach your full retirement age at 67, or 20 years before you get to 70, where you'd get 124% of your Social Security benefit. So that's something you really want to think about if you're wanting to retire in between ages 45 and 54. Now, from ages 55 to 64, the average retirement spending is $55,892. Now, between ages 55 and 64, what happens? Well, for one thing, you become Social Security eligible. The majority of individuals who are claiming Social Security begin claiming at age 62 or immediately when they retire. Now, the average retirement age today, or the average age people are retiring and claiming Social Security, is 64 years old. So, somewhere in this range, you are claiming Social Security. So this $55,802 is coming from a Social Security source as well. So you're not pulling all of your retirement income from retirement investing accounts. Now, the next age range is 65 to 74. The average spending in retirement is $46,757. Now, notice how from 45 to 54, we're at $60K. 55 to 64, we're at $55K. 65 to 74, we've actually gone down to $46,000. Now, keep in mind, from ages 65 to 74, you are on Social Security. You are on your pensions. So a lot of this spending is coming from your Social Security, maybe a pension, maybe an annuity, something like that. But you notice how these values are going down. What happens with Social Security COLA increases? They actually increase. So as your spending is going down, Social Security COLA increases are bringing up your Social Security or your guaranteed income source, and so you're able to you don't have to pull out as much income from your retirement investments. That's huge as you get older, which is why you want to have a financial plan when it comes to where am I pulling my retirement income first? How is that retirement income going to get to me? What are the taxes going to be on that money? And how is it going to be invested? Now, ages 74 and older, the average retirement spending is $34,000. Now, keep in mind, at any time, you might lose a spouse. You may be single. Your numbers might be less. But you see how the spending continues to go down. Now, there's 3 categories that are the highest spends for all retirees. The first is housing, your home. That's going to be your largest cost if you have a mortgage. But also, maybe you're a renter. That's a big cost. Taxes and insurance. Maybe you own your home outright. Those taxes and insurance don't go away. And depending on the state that you live in, I'm in the great state of Florida, taxes keep going up. And property insurance, whew, you talk about hurricane damage, man, our property insurance has gone through the roof. Tallahassee, y'all need to do something about that. Now, the second biggest spend is healthcare. Now, these can be flipped. Home and health can also be flipped. Because keep in mind with your healthcare, if you retire before the age of 65, you're going to be on Obamacare or the exchange. And so you're going to pay a monthly premium for health insurance. Once you get on Medicare, you are going to pay a monthly premium depending on the type of plan you choose and also coming out of your Social Security check, but it's going to be much less than when you're on the exchange. And if you have a spouse or children who are still required to be on your insurance or they need insurance, then your health care is going to be the largest expense in retirement. How do you plan for that? And thirdly, it's food. Hey, Bureau of Labor Statistics says it. Food is the third largest spend in retirement. And I know this. I go to Costco. I see the cost of ribs and raspberries and radishes and anything else that starts with an R. And so food is a huge expense, which is why when we're looking at these numbers, you want a financial EKG. You want a comprehensive retirement plan so you know, can I retire at 60? Yes, I can. And I'm not going to run out of money because we're going to project out inflation, taxes, market returns to make sure you get to retirement, through retirement, and protect your ability to stay in retirement. Well, hey, thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.